Do you think that driving for Uber is all about profit? Income and expenses are two distinct concepts, but both are absolutely crucial for ride-hailing business. Let me show you what most people don't tell you: the real cost of staying on the road as an Uber driver. Hi, and welcome to Ride Hustle. My name is Bola, your host. This month, I made 3.6k driving for Uber, but I didn't get to keep all of it. After working 175 hours, this is not just the driving time, it includes the waiting time as well. From leaving my house to the moment I return home at the end of each shift, and spending £821 on expenses. My take home was just over 2.8k. This is about £16 an hour if my calculation is correct. But note, this is before taxes. Let's break down where the money really goes, what most drivers forget to track, and how to make sure you are not working for pennies. Come with me as I share my income and expenses spreadsheet for the month of July 2025. Welcome to my income and expenses spreadsheet for the month of July 2025. Let's dig deep down into it. Come with me as I log on into my laptop. On my left is the income breakdown, and on my right is the expenses breakdown. My first shift of the month was on the 2nd of July 2025. I worked 8 hours and earned £140 17 pence. On the 3rd of July, I worked 11 hours and earned £220 86 pence. On the 4th of July, I worked again 11 hours and earned £233 69 pence. On the 5th of July, I worked 12 hours and earned £305 97 pence. On the 6th of July, I worked 8 hours and earned £167 78 pence. On the 10th of July, I worked 10 hours and earned £150 35 pence. On the 11th of July, I worked 10 hours and earned £234 62 pence. On the 12th of July, I worked 9 hours and earned £228 57 pence. On the 13th of July, I worked 11 hours and earned £219 68 pence. On the 16th of July, I worked 7 hours and earned £121 95 pence. On the 17th of July, I worked 10 hours and earned £145 95 pence. On the 18th of July, I worked 11 hours and earned £239 and 3 pence. On the 19th of July, I worked 7 hours and earned £164 82 pence. On the 20th of July, I worked 8 hours and earned £170 47 pence. On the 24th of July, I worked 10 hours and earned £192 49 pence. On the 25th of July, I worked 11 hours and earned £229 67 pence. On the 26th of July, I worked 10 hours and earned £231 92 pence. My last working day of the month was on the 27th of July 2025. I worked 11 hours and earned £228 47 pence. The total hours worked for the month of July was 175. The total gross income for the month of July was £3,626 46 pence. On paper, this looks decent, but let's dig deeper into what is included in the expenses figure of £821.32 I had to spend just to stay on the road. Let's break it down. Now, on my right is my expenses for the month. As you may be aware, I bought my car on hire purchase and currently pay interest of £129 every month. Insurance, hire and reward, £302.95. EV charge for the month, £259.04. Data and phone was £15. Car wash, £60. I wash the car once every week and it costs me £15 per wash. License, badge and medical fees for the month came to £20.83. Toll, £34.50. That includes congestion charge and Blackwall Tunnel. Car depreciation, nil. Accountancy fee, nil. Membership, nil. Road tax, nil. Service and repair, nil. MOT, nil. Why did I say nil, nil, nil? As for car depreciation, I'm yet to know how it is being worked out. However, if there is someone out there who has an idea, please let me know in the comments below. The accountancy fee for the month of July is nil, as I'm yet to hire the service of an accountant. If you are an Uber driver and you have used the service of an accountant, and a good one indeed, please let me know in the comments. Or if you are an accountant yourself and you offer this service to Uber drivers, please leave your business card in the comment below. Membership, I'm not a member of any union at the present time. Road tax, again, my car is a brand new one and I'm currently exempted from road tax. Servicing, my car is not due for a service yet. Hopefully next month I'll be taking it to the garage for service. MOT, again, my car is currently exempted from MOT. My total expenses for the month of July came to £821.32. At the bottom of this spreadsheet is a snapshot of the breakdown. Gross income, £3,626.46. Total expenses, £821.32. Net income, £2,805.14. Total hours worked, 175 hours. Hourly rate, £16.03. My hourly rate for the month was £16.02. This may not sound bad, but remember, the figure is before taxes. If I had to factor in self-employment taxes, I could be losing another 20 to 25%, which puts me closer to about £13 an hour. And that still doesn't count for wear and tear. Am I satisfied with this breakdown? Yes. Can I do any better? Definitely yes. Will I be doing anything different? Yes, I will definitely be doing something different. I have now come to realize that Uber isn't a passive income gig, but it is a business. And like any other business, your profit depends on how well you manage your cost. What you have heard so far has been the honest breakdown. No filters, no fluff. To reiterate, I made 3.6k gross, £821 expenses, and a real hourly rate of around £13 to £15 depending on taxes. Uber driving can make sense only if you track your numbers and treat it like a real hustle. Like I always say, no 2 days are the same. Just to show you what I mean, let's go back to the spreadsheet. On the 10th of July, I earned £150 for a 10-hour shift. The very next day, on the 11th of July, I worked for the same 10 hours and made £234. That is about £84 different. Same effort. The lesson here is you have got to be out there, put in the hours and position yourself to earn what you truly deserve. Driving for Uber is not a fast cash hustle like some people may think. But if you put in the hours and track your cost, you are bound to make profit. Remember, you are a business owner and not just a driver. If you drive for Uber, Bolt, or even Uber Eats delivery, do you track your expenses? Drop a comment. I'd love to compare notes with you. Thank you so much for all your support. The subscriber count is steadily climbing and I truly appreciate it. But according to YouTube analytics, around 90% of people watching my videos haven't subscribed yet. If you are one of them, do me a quick favor. Hit the subscribe button. It helps me and the channel grow and keeps this video coming. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, drive smart, stay safe, and I shall see you in the next episode.